Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another crazy story. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Here we have Little Durk. Little Durk, he's from Chicago. Good rapper, rich rapper from Chicago.
The leader, sorry. Oh, no. Actually, no. It wasn't AJ. It was the leader of Mike City. So they're saying Durk put the leader of the gang where one of his homies killed, what's the name, in the video, okay? Then the other guy is Preston Powell. According to CPD reports, Powell has spent time living at blah, 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 Carpenter Street, which is located in Mike City BD territory, according to him. So it looked like these are both Mike City BD people. He's a victim. Powell was a victim of simple battery that occurred there.
So what's going on, Little Durk? They said the feds is accusing him of, paying somebody to unalive somebody who unalived his brother. Basically, a murder for hire in a sense. That's what they're saying that Lil Durk did. Have to admit, I was checking out some Lil Durk's videos. For example, take a look at the screen right now. Dthang, all in diamonds. Lil Durk had a chain with his brother's name on it and was sitting on $1 million cash. So Lil Durk being accused of maybe paying somebody pay somebody, for whatever happened to Dthang. It wouldn't be that surprising, unfortunately. It wouldn't be.
A member of the Lamron faction of the Black Disciples. According to CPD records, Lil Durk's brother, Dante Banks Jr., aka Dthang, was shot and killed outside of a nightclub in Harvey, Illinois in June 2021. CHS1 has reported that Durk was and is still, it said is, so at the time of that, so in 2023, it said Durk was still offering money. In 2023, he was still free. Offering money for people to kill those responsible for his brother's murder, and more specifically, offering to pay money for any gangster disciple that is killed.
Growth and development. That's crazy. Growth and development. Don't forget, growth and development, that's Larry Hoover right there. Gangster disciples, right? Don't forget, Lil Durk, his father, he used to roll with Larry Hoover. Back in the days, growth and development. So basically, Lil Durk, not only is he be accused of, putting money on anybody's head, really, not just whoever did the Dthang, as long as you're a GD. That's what they're saying. I mean, that's what they're saying. It's fair game. Allegedly, I don't know. But don't forget, as I said, Lil Durk's father, he used to be a GD. So basically, imagine Lil Durk hates his father. I'm just talking, he loves his father. But imagine that.
A member of the Lamron faction of the Black Disciples. According to CPD records, Lil Durk's brother, Dante Banks Jr., aka Dthang, was shot and killed outside of a nightclub in Harvey, Illinois in June 2021. CHS1 has reported that Durk was and is still, it said is, so at the time of that, so in 2023, it said Durk was still offering money. In 2023, he was still free. Offering money for people to kill those responsible for his brother's murder, and more specifically, offering to pay money for any gangster disciple that is killed.
That's crazy. That's the truth. Imagine that. So let me get this right. So you're trying to say Lil Durk, he had so much money, he was basically, it's one of those things. Sometimes some individuals, they can't handle money. Don't forget that Lil Durk, he's from the slums. He's from Chicago. He's really from the ghetto. Then he got access to millions and millions and millions of dollars. And they're saying that he used it and he abused it to do bad things. Don't forget the GDs. I believe that's what his father is. But either way, imagine when you're a rich person and you want to be associated with gang activities. It's fair to say, it is what it is, but imagine being rich and still want to be associated with gang activities. Why not take a vacation? Imagine that. Lil Durk didn't want to take a trip to go to Aruba. He didn't want to go to the Bahamas. He didn't want to go to Puerto Rico. Where did he want to go? I mean, it'll be a lot cheaper to take a vacation than to pay somebody to commit a crime. So he was basically misappropriating his funds. Imagine that. Imagine misappropriating your funds. Using your funds for things you're not really supposed to use it for. Use your funds to do the wrong things. So unbelievable. He was a good rapper. I feel bad for him. I mean, I don't say I feel bad for him, but I mean, I feel bad he didn't make better decisions. He's walking around with Dthang on his chain. He went to do an interview with $1 million worth of cash. And he's rapping about things in his rap music. And I have to admit, a lot of things I heard him rapping about and what the feds are saying, it's like it's very similar. Why was he rapping about crimes for? Unbelievable. Not only that, they said hear what they say he was doing.
Okay? According to law enforcement records, individual A is currently in a pretrial custody for allegedly committed a double murder that took place at a country club in Illinois. Okay, we could figure out this, chat. Let's see who individual A is, because anytime we see individual, well, individual don't mean snitch, actually. Individual usually doesn't mean snitch, but we could figure out anything we want at this point, right? Yeah. Okay, man arrested after two brothers killed in, yeah, okay, so this is a double murder. So individual A is, who is this? Armani Green. Armani Green, okay. So these are the two people who died. And Armani Green, he was 21 from Markham. Let's Google him out. Markham. Let's see if we can find a mugshot or something like that. Find probably something, right? I could look up the mugshot myself, but let's go to images. Okay, this is, do you guys know this guy?
If it's the truth what Lil Durk is being accused of doing, it's unbelievable. Don't forget, most of these individuals from Chicago, the ones who call themselves gangsters, I mean, they do know how to pull the trigger. They're notorious trigger pullers. But they're also pillow talkers. They talk amongst each other. You know, plus these also be friends. So that's what's going on with Lil Durk right here. They got him in a bad situation. And he has no bail. I'm still trying to figure out is, why was he misappropriating the funds? I'm quite certain he would have been cheaper for him to do anything else but what they say that he did. There's not a lot of millionaire gangsters. There's not a lot of millionaire gang members. It's usually reserved for the downer class of society, the poor of the poor, who wants to basically, they kind of stuck in their life. They really don't want to do it. Some of them do, but some of them will really rather get millions of dollars and move away from it. But Lil Durk, no. He moved away from it, but they say he still wants to dibble and dabble in it too.
And I think that's the youth, is that the youth whatever thingy? Yeah. Mac, yeah, okay. Yeah. That's the Youth Peace Center. Mac arrived at the Youth Peace Center at 12:07 on January 27, based on the video surveillance provided by the YPC at approximately 2:22. While Mac was still inside, a 2014 black Chrysler sedan with tinted windows carrying shooters arrived to the parking lot. The Chrysler was initially parked on the east side of the parking lot, facing the YPC. At approximately 2:25, the Chrysler moved to the west side of the lot, facing eastward. The shooters remained in the Chrysler for approximately 40 minutes, apparently waiting for Mac to leave YPC. So they were there. Based on the surveillance footage provided by YPC, Mac exited the YPC and began walking across the parking lot at approximately 2:59 p.m. As he walked towards his car, two masked individuals emerged from the Chrysler, one from the driver's side door, shooter A, and the other from the front passenger side door, shooter B. They began shooting at Mac, who fled eastbound from the shooters. Based on the video surveillance,
Cameras everywhere. Cameras are all over the city. Why wouldn't cameras be all over the city? So that's what's going on with Lil Durk right now. They got him locked up He's trying to get out. He was denied. Dthang, was it worth it? Is it worth trying to get a revenge for your brother? I mean, I don't know. But they're saying that Lil Durk, not only did he want to get individuals who did this to his brother, which they said they got him, they say he wanted to do this to other individuals also. Utilizing your money, they saying, for nonsense. Lil Durk, most likely, I don't know what he's thinking right now. I don't want to make any assumptions. But I do know this right here. Being rich and wanting to be a gang member or be associated with crimes, I mean, maybe some people think it's cool. You know what? I got money and I got guns around. I got shooters around me. I got killers around me. Are they Tony Montana? Are they watching Scarface? Did I pronounce that right? Or was it Tony Montana? I don't know. Or was it just Tony? But either way, the mansion's gone. They got him in a little cell. They said that he was paying individuals going around, want to pay to unalive individuals. Is that the truth? Imagine that. Imagine somebody coming up to you saying, you know what? I want you to go unalive somebody for me and I give you a couple of dollars. I say, you know what? Why can't you go do it? Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Unbelievable.